Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, yes, today, we're going to be checking out some World at War. We're taking it real far back with this one. And we're going to be using some of my favorite weaponry, the PPSH, and on my favorite map, Castle. Honestly, this map has some of the best flow I've seen in any Call of Duty game. And even though the player count is, a little boosted in this modded server here, I must say that even on 6v6 back in the day, Castle played perfectly. There's a little playstyle for everyone, whether you want to use an AR, sniper, LMG, it doesn't matter what you want to use on this map. You can rock it. It has a great flow. Honestly, if I ever want to see a map come into Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, this is the one right here. I know they would have to, reimagine it a little bit, change a few things here and there to make it, actually fit the time period, but God, if they could just copy and paste the format of that map so it has the same flow, oh my goodness, we would be in for a very good treat. But today we're not going to be talking about some Call of Duty. Today we're actually talking about the future of Battlefield 6 and why I personally think that this game is going to completely wipe out Call of Duty 2021. And the reason I'm thinking this way is because of some recent news that has just come out about EA DICE LA. Now, if you guys don't know, EA DICE LA usually doesn't work too much on the main Battlefield titles. They'll either work on some of the side things, like maybe some DLC or something of that sort, or they have their own projects set aside. And if you guys didn't know ahead of time, since Battlefield 5, in my personal opinion, I think a lot of other opinions as well, was such a massive flop, they just completely stopped production on this game. They completely stopped making maps, content updates. I think they do update the game a little bit more, but, content drops and stuff like that have been completely canceled in order for DICE, the main development team, to focus all their efforts on Battlefield 6 to make sure that it comes out to be a banger, because as we all know, Battlefield has a very bad tendency to start their games out like absolute utter crap. Bugs, glitches, and you think Call of Duty is bad, Battlefield usually gets hit pretty rough. But the good thing, like I always say about Battlefield compared to COD, is that usually Battlefield has like, what, a 3-year life cycle? So even though there is tons of bugs and glitches in the game, you still get about 2 years of playtime out of this title. And the first year is them fixing it up and trying to make it good, compared to Call of Duty where there's a new game being released every single year. But it takes a full year for them to fix all the bugs and glitches. You see what I'm saying here? Call of Duty dies by the time they can actually fix the game, so nobody can appreciate it, compared to Battlefield, where, you have a couple of years to actually appreciate the game that they've made after they fixed all the bugs and glitches. But I think that they're trying to make sure that Battlefield 6 comes out in the best possible form it can, because Battlefield 5 just simply didn't do too well. Even besides Battlefield 5, EA DICE stopped working on production for Star Wars Battlefront 2. All the content in that completely stopped. All of their effort is in Battlefield 6, which in my personal opinion is a good thing. But the main thing that I feel like a lot of people still don't notice about what's so amazing about EA DICE LA, and a lot of people are probably thinking, why is this guy hyping this up? Why is he so excited that, DICE LA is coming to work on the Battlefield project? Because I'm a massive Call of Duty fan, as you guys obviously know. I've played since Call of Duty 2, the big red one. My first multiplayer experience was in Call of Duty 4. I love the main OG CODs. Those are my vibes. And one of the best developers who helped produce many of those good OG CODs back in the day is Vince Zampella. And this man has now been put as one of the head developers over at EA DICE. He is their leader. This guy went from making some of the best OG CODs over to making the Titanfall series, then going to make one of the best, most popular BRs ever made, Apex Legends, and is now moving over to work on a Battlefield project. I don't think anybody understands how massive of a deal this is for this type of competition. Even if the game doesn't play like COD, even if the game doesn't feel like COD, because I can promise you, just because Vince is coming to work on this title doesn't mean he's going to bring in the feeling of Titanfall or COD into the game. No, it's still a Battlefield project. It's going to feel like Battlefield, but his knowledge, his experience is what we want. That's what you want out of the developer. Not how well he can make the game play, but his knowledge on map design, on the flow of the title, on how to actually design the weapons, the time to kill, to make sure the actual gunplay inside the title works. There's a lot of fundamentals to make an FPS game good. These things aren't easy to make. There's a lot of things to make sure everybody can at least have some type of fair advantage. Vince Zampella is simply the guy that will make the difference in the Battlefield franchise, that will make a game that can finally compete with COD once again. That hasn't happened for a long time, and even though Battlefield, in my personal opinion, has still done amazing. After Battlefield 4, they made Battlefield 1, which to me personally was a great game. Battlefield 5 was honestly one of their very few flops they've had with all of their releases. But back in Battlefield 3 and stuff like that, it was good competition for Call of Duty. It was perfect competition. And that's what we need to return to. Those are the times that we need to have. We need to have a Battlefield game that still has solid gunplay. That's why I loved about Battlefield 3 so much. You know, it had an amazing Battlefield atmosphere. It's a game that all the Battlefield players love because it had the vibes of a good Battlefield game, but at the same time, they made sure the infantry gameplay and the gunplay of the title worked smooth and good. So you could still run and gun and feel like you could have action-packed moments without being held back. Like Battlefield 5, what the hell were they thinking? Taking away fully healing up and having limited ammo all the time? They were trying to find ways to make it such a military sim type game that it took away from all the fun gunplay. That's why that game flopped so much, remember? Like, nothing's worse than getting down to like 35 HP and you're stuck there until you find a medic. It's basically pointless to play any other class besides a class that can actually heal yourself, because you will be at a disadvantage all the times. It makes you slow down, stop playing, fall back, retreat, then No, I don't like stuff like that. When I play any FPS game, I like to keep my momentum going. When I start getting on a kill streak, I don't want to stop and have to go back and, look for more ammo or, get meds to heal myself. No, I want to regen. I'll even swap out to a different gun. I don't care, and I'll keep gunning through people. That's the fun that I get out of it. But Battlefield 5 took that away. We need to make a return to that without all the horrible mistakes. Same thing with the customization in Battlefield 5. They took away all the amazing customization that you could do in a Battlefield game and replaced it with a stupid tree system where you have to pick and choose little attributes for your weapons. No, nobody wants that out of a Battlefield game. That was ridiculously stupid. I'm telling you, I feel like with the help of Vince Zampella, we will be able to get a game that feels like Battlefield, has the old school, good Battlefield vibes, but at the same time caters to the true FPS fans, the people who actually want to, run around, actually attempt at getting better at gunplay and accuracy, having a good time, and not having to, slow yourself down, play like it's, actual real life and stuff like that. No, everybody comes on here to relax. There are mil-sim games like that elsewhere. I've played tons of them, including games like Squad and stuff like that. Those games are perfect for anybody who wants a mil-sim type gameplay. But our Battlefield, we don't need that. We want that, mil-sim style. But we don't want it so hardcore. We want all the action-packed vehicle gameplay, the amazing Battlefield moments that you can get in these games. But you can't have those Battlefield moments if you make it like a mil-sim game. And you might be thinking, well, JB, they probably won't have that much influence on the next Battlefield title because DICE LA has other projects to work on. Well, nope, it's been confirmed. DICE LA has dropped absolutely everything to put all focus on Battlefield 6. Me personally, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think this game is going to be an amazing competitor for the next Call of Duty title. They're already ahead of schedule. It's actually rumors that they play tested with 300 plus players. Now, we don't know if this is true. We don't know if this is like a leak for a BR. Oh, God forbid if it's a BR. But even if it's a BR, 300 players. Regardless, they have play tested in their game with 300 plus players. Can you imagine that? That is 150 players on each team. If this is going to be an all-out battle. That is insane. That's something I've been asking for a long-ass time. Since MAG. For those who don't even remember MAG, that was one of the largest FPS games you could ever get yourself into, and that was back on the PlayStation 3. I think this can be done, a 300 plus player Battlefield game with all the insane graphics and the destruction and the Battlefield moments. I think it could be done. I believe it can be done, especially with DICE LA and the original DICE team working together on this game. I think it's going to be super polished and tons of fun to play. But I'm not going to get my expectations too high. I've been let down one too many times when it comes to way too many franchises. Apparently last year and apparently this year as well, games are just simply not the vibe. I mean, these developers are releasing half-assed games that have no content. They're giving us content over the next course of a year or two to finally catch up to the content that should have been there day one. They're being released with tons of bugs and glitches, with the intentions already knowing that they're going to fix the game later on. But they're still going to charge you the full price. They're not even going to lower it down, knowing that it's like a beta form of the game that is selling full price. It's ridiculous. Gaming has gone down the hole, so I'm not going to get my hopes up too high when it comes to Battlefield 6. But just know I am pretty excited for it. But guys, if you enjoyed today's commentary, make sure you leave a like, and by all means, if you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, want to catch you live streams of video games I do on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.